Are you ready? Are you ready to pet some horses? Are you ready to shadow the Colossi? Perhaps? Well, guess what? It's time. It is time now for Shadow of the Colossus, the any percent normal mirrored race with TitanessNyx and Soulmass. Take it away.
Hello, my name is TitanessNyx. Today we are doing a race of Shadow of the Colossus any percent normal mirrored mode, and I am joined today by the lovely Soulmass. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Hi, I am Soulmass, or Soulmass218 on the internet. You might hear them call me Lux, because that's my name as well. And I am a runner of Shadow of the Colossus. It's good to be here.
Heck yeah. And we just need to get the New Game Plus file pulled up. So just let me know whenever you're sitting on the mirrored mode option, and then we can count down from there.
I am sitting on the cursed mirror mode screen right now.
Alrighty. In 3, 2, 1, go.
Let's go. Good luck.
Let's go. Good luck. But first we have to do our pets. Peeps, how many pets do we have currently that we have to do before the run starts?
You wanna spread those out because currently you are at $160.
Oh my
So
goodness.
let me do math.
All right. Well, let's get started on the run, and then once we get that math figured out, we will.
32.
32 each. Okay.
32
yeah.
each.
Okay.
We should definitely spread those apart a little bit for sure.
And I just want to let everyone know you can continue to donate $5 per pet through the end of the run. So you still have plenty of time to get more pets in.
Plenty of time for more pets. We'll be sure to spread the first, so 32? Oh my goodness.
Yes.
32.
We'll be sure to spread the first 32 out probably within the first, like, 3. You do 10 after each of the first 3, and then the last one will be 12. Probably a good spread.
We'll see how it goes.
Oh, I'm surprised I got that. Oh my goodness.
I didn't get it.
Ha 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 ha. Let's go. Come on. I have to beat Lux. They have a better time than me on the normal on the normal thing. I have to be better at one thing, and it has to be mirrored.
Once we get past this first Colossus, we'll explain what's going on.
Yes.
We'll have a little bit more time.
Would one of our commentators like to explain how we defeat this first Colossus so that we can concentrate on it?
Yes, Sancho, do you want me to take it, or would you like to?
You go right ahead.
This is Alice, first Colossus here. First big boy of what you're going to see both of them doing here is stabbing ankle and getting Valis to heal and drop down. Grab onto the big, fluffy...
Oh no, why am I in the worst spot? Why am I in the worst positioning? No. Come on. There we go. Sorry.
Then we play Climb the Mountain and give Valis a big...
Climb every mountain.
Okay, can I do this jump stab without you memeing me, please? You memed me. There we go. Valis is down.
Yay, good job.
Sounds
it
like
looks
you're about 5 seconds behind me.
Dang it.
Well, it's not a. Oh wait, yeah, it is.
It is a
sorry.
So anyway, this is mirrored mode. Normally in Shadow of the Colossus, everything that you see on the screen currently would be flipped the other way. Meaning all the stuff on the right of the screen would be on the left of the screen. Everything on the left would be on the right. It's flipped horizontally. So as speedrunners of the game, we are used to it being in the normal mode, obviously. We have a lot of muscle memory for that. That's my specialty in the game. It's just the regular any percent run. But Nyx specializes in this, which is a cursed mirror mode.
I do indeed specialize in it. So Background of this, essentially there were a few different people who were interested in this. Oh no, I have to do my pets. Oh no, hold on.
Oh,
Come
I
here.
forgot about it too. Hold on.
Come here,
I'll get off
come
the
here.
horse. Let
All
me
right.
get off the horse.
1, 2,
No, don't hit horse.
3. Don't hit her.
No, stop it. I
4.
think it's because I'm on steps.
5. Make sure that you have just your hand out.
1.
6, 7, 8,
Soulmass, you're hitting the saddle. I don't know if that counts as a pet.
10. Okay.
It counts, all right?
Okay.
I think that's 7, 8. All right, I got 10.
Okay, so the little bit of background on this run and kind of how it came into creation. There were a few different people who were very interested in mirrored mode just as something to exist, but we really only had New Game Plus playing it on easy mode with all of the item upgrades, and it was a very, very different run. But me and a few other people basically got together and kind of just went to the mods of this game and went, hey, you know it'd be cool? Hey, it would be great if you could do this. Can we do this? Can we have this? Hey, until they finally said, fine! And gave it to us. And now it is my favorite thing in the world. It is my wee baby. Oh, come on.
I'm coming up on the second Colossus here. I'm sure Nyx is as well.
I am
Sancho, you want to explain what we're about to do here?
Yeah, so normally you're supposed to like make your way all the way down to the bottom, and then the Colossus will come out, burst out of the wall in a shocking fashion. But we found a way to like scale down the wall itself and trigger the cutscene and then land on the monster instead of having to slowly work our way up it by hitting it in the foot with an arrow. So this saves one of the biggest and easiest time saves in the any %, wouldn't you say?
No, Quad, please, no, not a beach day, not a beach day, not a beach day. Come back.
No. Well, you were just
Beach
gracious
day.
enough to show us what it normally looks like.
Please, sir. Please, sir. Why did you do this to me? Why? I never mess this up anymore. Why?
Baby, come
Nyx
back.
is just
Quad.
valiantly showing us the intended route for
Yes.
Quadratus.
Yeah, it's totally what it is. This is all
It's great-
intentional. I
Yeah,
totally
great
meant to do
sportsmanship,
this.
too.
I totally meant to do this. This is so... No. Please. Oh my god. Don't. No.
That's good, actually. You can reset the fight.
I'm terrible at ump jump though. That's the problem. I haven't done ump jump and I have never done ump jump mirrored before, actually.
Don't do ump jump then.
Well, if I don't do ump jump, I gotta let Quad go have a beach day. Okay, I missed ump jump. It's okay. It's fine. Everything's fine. This is what we do, right? This is just the meme run.
That's right.
Whew. Totally not
Quad.
stressing. I'm doing fine.
Quad down for me. I got memed on the head a lot.
It's
And
just,
since Nyx is the most experienced runner of the two, it's really sportsmanlike of you to spot Soulmass a nice lead early on.
I know, a nice early lead, totally intentionally. No issues at all. I can't even get cycle stabs. What in the world?
Yeah, we regret to tell chat that this was actually all scripted.
It was all scripted, 100%. I totally meant to die there. Okay, alright, Quad. Please stop being mean to me. That was just so rude.
The cool
I
thing
have
about this game is you can lose a lot of time on a Colossus, so this can swing either way at any point in the race.
Yes.
It very much can, but that was that was just embarrassing. I've never messed up him that bad so quickly.
Alright. 10 more pets.
Come on, one more step. Come on, Quadradoc. Yes! Quadratus down.
I would like to take a quick moment to welcome in our raiders. Welcome in, raiders. This is Prevent-A-Thon 3. We are raising money for Little Warriors, a Canadian national charitable organization focused on the awareness, prevention, and treatment of child sexual abuse. They also advocate on behalf of and with child sexual abuse survivors. For more information, visit littlewarriors.ca. You can type !info for more information and !donate to get the donation link, and !schedule for the schedule.
Very intuitive.
I know, I love it.
All right, I've got 20 pets in now. Peebs, how many total do we need at this point?
Well, okay, I do actually have wonderful news because can I have some buzz? The Pet the Horse incentive has been fully met. Currently, the amount raised is at $260 out of $200.
Let's go.
And guess
Fantastic.
what? Guess what?
What?
Because you two are such amazing sports and such amazing runners, we've opened another Pet the Horse incentive. That's right. You can donate to Pet the Horsey even more times. And we've upped the stakes $10 per pet, which means right now there are 28 more pets available to be, petted. Horse
Petrified?
No. Horse.
There are 20 more pets to be provided.
28 more pets you can claim by donating $10 each per pet. Do I have time for a donation? Or I can wait.
Depends on where Lux is currently.
We have $20 from Zell, who says, always a pleasure to watch you both run. Good luck. Driver, pet that horse.
Go right ahead.
For a great cause. And we have
I'm swimming, so there's time.
$100 from Whimsical Catbird, who says, all the love for Best Girl Aggro, less than 3.
Oh my goodness, Catbird! That's so sweet!
Remember to shout, dang it, Wander.
I absolutely will be yelling dang it, Wander at some point during this race, I can promise you that.
Thank you, so.
Either dang it, Wander, or dang it, Aggro. I realize we haven't really been explaining the different types of stabs and plants.
Thank you
and
so
things
much.
like that. Would anyone like to take that one and explain like what a plant is and cycle stabs and things like that, since we've mentioned them a few times?
Zolkate, I think you're better at horticulture than I am. You can go ahead with explaining plants.
I did do biology, but not that kind. So plants are going to be a spot on the Colossi where we can grab near one of those glowing sigils. When you grab near that in that particular spot, no matter how much the Colossi shakes, you will not move. That allows you to raise your sword into a stabbing position much faster and much more reliably, allowing you to drain that health bar just a little bit faster than you would otherwise. It also prevents you from being shaken off and prevents your stamina being drained as much by
Oh no.
Oh no.
Hold on just one moment, everybody. We are having a few bugs in the system. Shadows of the Colossi. The Colossi have too many shadows overhead. So let's give tech a chance to get that stuff up and running. And while we are waiting, I would like to remind everyone of our upgrade to all Karatan's incentive for Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater. Currently, it is at any % European Extreme. But if you want even more marathon, get that. Excuse me. If you want even more marathon, currently the estimate is at 1 hour 25 minutes. If you want more marathon, if you want to get that up to 1 hour 40 minutes, let's finish out that incentive. We are currently sitting at $30 and we need 60, just goodness gracious. We only need $30 more to get that $60 incentive in for that Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater HD edition. Any % European Extreme upgrade to the fine all Karatans. Thank you all so very much for your patience. I was saying before, we are currently sitting at $30 of that upgrade to all Karatans incentive for Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater. The total amount of money we need to raise for that is $60. All we need is $30 more to hit that. And currently the estimate is a little over an hour, about 1 hour 25. If you want more marathon, donate to that incentive. And I'd like to walk everybody through exactly how to donate. Because if you're not familiar with Tiltify, it can, and you're more familiar with, say, other marathons, what you need to do, type !donate in chat, and what'll happen is you'll be able to donate, but you will also need to select the incentive itself. So make sure as you are donating, you select the incentive you want to select, whether it be the upgrade to all Karatans Metal Gear Solid 3, or add more pets for Shadow of the Colossus. !donate, and make sure you add that incentive to your donation. I'd like to tell you a little bit more about Little Warriors. Little Warriors is a national charitable organization focused on the awareness, prevention, and treatment of child sexual abuse. They also advocate on behalf of and with child sexual abuse survivors. And Little Warriors has plenty of programs, including the Prevent-A-Thon workshop, which offers hope to help prevent child sexual abuse. It is a free workshop that educates and empowers adults to take action and help prevent and respond to child sexual abuse. You can learn more at littlewarriors.ca/prevent-it. And once again, I just thank you all so much for being here. I mean, Prevent-A-Thon, this is Prevent-A-Thon 3. And the first Prevent-A-Thon happened in June 2023. And Prevent-A-Thon has raised, since then, first $1,250, and currently $2,303 is the total amount raised for this for this Prevent-A-Thon 3. You can also check out the schedule for the rest of the marathon by typing !schedule. And even though there's only one full day left, boy howdy, is it a full one. Tomorrow, June 2nd, Sunday. Did you know that there's a little blue hedgehog that runs really fast and has red sneakies? Did you know that? Have you heard of that? Chat, have you heard of this little hedgehog that's blue and it runs really fast? Well, guess what? We have a Sonic blog. Everybody loves Sonic. That's right. We are speedrunning charity, y'all. And I want to thank everyone here once again for being here while we help Little Warriors. You all have waited oh so very patiently through these tech issues, and thank you so much for sticking around. So let's get right back into it. Shadow of the Colossus, any percent normal mirrored race, with TitanessNyx and Soulmass.
Alrighty, I am ready to jump back in whenever you are, Soulmass.
I'm ready as well. Count me
Please
down.
count us down. 3, 2, 1, and we're back. Oh no, I missed my jump immediately. Okay. Sorry about all of the tech issues, gang.
Sorry.
But hey, look at that. We're on the 3rd Colossus. This is Gaius. He's kind of the poster child of Shadow of the Colossus. If you've seen any artwork of this game, you know that he is definitely the most popular.
Literally the poster child.
Especially for the remake. The remake is literally just his arena. That's like the cover of the remake. But yes, this one, all of the ways that we get onto him, so normally you would have to break this cuff that is on his wrist. However, all 3 of our ways that we climb up on him involve us avoiding the cuff entirely. There is the cuff strat, which I just did. I believe, Lux, you also do cuff, correct?
Nope, I jump from the sword over to the waist. It's
Oh,
similar.
that's right, you do belt. Yeah, so then there's also belt, which is essentially you'll just jump from the back of the sword onto the belt around his waist. And then there is Space Jam, which neither of us know how to do, and I'm sad because it is like the coolest looking trick. But also, it's hard.
I imagine even harder in mirror mode.
Oh, absolutely. I've only gotten it twice in normal mode.
So just some loving acupuncture here.
Stop shaking. So you'll notice that I kind of hung out on his shoulder for a little bit, trying to wait for an animation. It's because there is a plant that you can get on his head, but it requires a very precise timing and positioning. So if you don't have the correct animation cycle going through whenever you attempt to get onto the head, you won't be able to get the plant spot. So I hung out on his shoulder. I didn't manage to get the plant, but it's always worth a try because it's just going to spend about the same amount of time you would if you were just sitting there shaking around on him.
Did you get the plant on the belly?
No. There's not really a plant on the belly, is there?
Oh, okay.
There's
All I
sort of
know
this,
is
but not
Gaius'
really.
hips don't lie.
They do not. I know that there's a place where you can do cycle stabs on the belly, but I don't know of a plant existing on the belly, at least not a definitive one. Come on. Come on, sir. Thank you.
Giving you his best Shakira there.
His best Shakira. And that is Gaius down.
Zelk,
I
were
am
they
on my
about to
way
read
to
your
Phaedra.
donation?
They already did.
Oh, okay. They got through the whole thing?
Yep.
Speaking of donations, this is actually a perfect time to get a few donations in if we've got any.
I actually was about to say something because we have a $10 donation from Sancho Panda, who says, "Pets of the Saddle don't count, Soulmass. Wink, wink. But seriously, can I sing a stanza of Me and My Aggro? Also, great job, tech team."
Honestly, if you wanted to sing some of Me and My Aggro, I would be so happy. I love that
Go
song.
for it, Sancho.
I say the Zenobia journey's the longest, right? Or one of the longest. We can do it then. We'll have some chill time
Got
then.
10 more pets to get in.
Yeah.
1. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. And 10. Okay, so that is 30 pets from me so far.
I've got 20 in so far.
30 pets down. How many more do we have left?
Okay. Oh, you have 20 in. Okay. I'm gonna need paper. So I know total you have. How about I read another donation, and then future me, who is actually a producer, gives me the answer after I read this next donation. How about that?
Please do.
Absolutely.
All right, we have $10 from, and pardon me, temporal.
Oh, temporal mechanic.
From mechanic.
Trying to read it as written. Yeah, temporal mechanic who says, "Pelalep, pelalep," in all caps.
So Pelalep is an inside joke of specifically the mirrored run, which we will absolutely get into a little bit more once we get to Pelalep. But the basic setup that you need for understanding that is that when we created these splits for this, we essentially, like, me and a few other people got together and we were making the splits originally for this run. And we went, how do we name the splits? And it was originally going to be the name completely backwards. And then I remembered that there was a meme that I had seen of the original cover of this game that was split down the middle and, like, mirrored both ways. So it was, like, copied on both sides. And so we took all of the names and we basically split them in half and then turned them into palindromes. And that's how we ended up with Pelalep. So they all have funky names.
All right. Psychically, the answer has come to me. Nyx, you've done 30 pets so far, so you have 24 left. And Soulmass, you've done 20 pets, so you have 34 left.
Alrighty, it's good to know.
But of course, that
Awesome.
number will go up when more
Oh,
donations
sure,
come in.
Come, dip your head down. Thank you, Phaedra.
Now, Sancho, what kind of animal do you think Phaedra here
Oh
is?
gosh.
Everybody says something different.
I think it's the Toys R Us giraffe. Specifically.
That's a fair one.
Specifically
fair one.
the Toys R Us giraffe. I love that. It's my favorite answer.
You know, I think we just threw off Phaedra's groove a little bit. I always go with like a llama or an alpaca.
Yeah, I can see that.
She's a horse. She even has reins. Look, she's got reins on her face.
I gotta say, y'all both did Phaedra really well. Phaedra's my biggest run killer, such that the Cure song, Friday I'm in Love, I changed to Phaedra Kills My Runs.
Okay, so I've been having a lot of trouble with Phaedra, and I don't remember the actual tune of the song, but I remembered you telling me about the fact that you made a parody song that was Phaedra Kills My Runs, and now it's just all I think about.
I'll see if I can find the lyrics. They're here somewhere.
Oh, please. I know you have all of your other, like, parody songs on, I think it was SoundCloud, but I'm like, I don't know where Phaedra Kills My Runs.
No, it hasn't been put on there yet. I'll have to get it. Yeah. Anyways, all right. Where are we off to next, Soulmass?
I'm currently on my way to Avion. I just left the temple, and I'm up to 40 pets total. I spent a lot of time, so I was a little bit ahead.
Oh, you're up to 40 pets.
Yep.
So you've done 40 pets.
I've done 40
okay,
pets.
I'm gonna have to psychically send. I'm gonna have to psychically send that message. So you have 14 left.
Cool.
Yes, I also have 14 left. I just finished
All right.
my...
All right.
I just finished my, what? 40th?
40th. Yes. So you
Goodness
both.
gracious.
We love it.
It's hard petting horses.
I know, it's so difficult to pet my adorable horse. I love her so much, but she's so difficult to pet. Alright, we are now on our way to Avion. One of the biggest tech things for Avion is the wing drop. So essentially, you're going to see, after we get our first stab on one of Avion's wings, she's going to do a barrel roll, and we are going to attempt, I'm not going to say we are going to, because I have been struggling, but we are going to attempt to drop fully from one side of her wingspan all the way to the other to land on the other wing where the second sigil is hiding. And then after that, there's a secondary wing drop all the way to her tail. Because we're speedrunners, and of course we do parkour, apparently.
Yeah.
I'm currently swimming up to
Yeah.
the fight.
Parkour of the Colossus.
What I'm hoping to see is
Speaking
the,
of Avion, I found a stanza. Hydrus Avion, I get wet. Barba cutscene skips the best unless your Nyx Bassaren's a slow
Oh.
reset, but Phaedra kills my runs.
You really had to call me out on that one, didn't you? I know that's not the
Subtle
original
shade.
lyrics, because you wrote that originally before I met you. How dare you change the lyrics to shade me?
Okay, I got wing up,
It's
which
just
is what I want to
relevant,
see.
you know.
So I'm gonna try and go
Ooh.
for wing
Heck
drop, even though I'm
yes.
in mirror mode.
I've been
I only
got
struggling
half of
with
a
wing
drop.
so I will 100% be honest. I might struggle with it. I might get a wet burb. I'm gonna attempt not to get a wet burb though. No soggy nuggets.
Yeah, I don't
While
want to
they
fall
focus
off.
on that, Zilkad. Yeah, Zilkad, how much time do you think is lost when someone falls off the bird?
At least 30 to 45 seconds, I would probably say. At minimum, if Avion's being nice and not flying around the arena, not letting you take another shot with your bow or not noticing you, I've seen it go upwards. Be definitely a huge time loss.
Why did you bank? Why did you bank that way? That was just rude, Avion. Excuse me, madam.
Soulmass, did everything go well for you that time?
Yeah, everything went very well for me. I've got to try Avion.
Excellent.
Woohoo!
So I've got, what, 14 pets to do now?
Oh! Okay.
Yeah, 14 left.
14 left.
Alright, so it looks like I'm doing tail second. I didn't end up getting the wing drop the way that I wanted to. But that's okay.
Better than falling.
Better than falling, absolutely. I would much rather save the, like... Because, Zell, I know you said, like, 30 to 45 seconds. It's actually, like, at least a full minute if you fall off of Avion.
At least. Yeah, it takes
Wonder, please.
takes forever to get back on Avion because of having to shoot Avion out of the air again.
I guess it also depends on where you fall and how quickly you can swim back to a location from which you can jump onto Avion.
Absolutely, but even at the best of times, it does lose you at least 60 seconds.
Gosh.
It is a rough thing to miss.
At least it's early on in the run.
It is.
13 and 14.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
What was that? Oh my
I don't
gosh.
know. Don't ask questions. I hit the wrong button. I hit triangle instead of square.
Are
I
you?
told
The buttons
shit.
aren't mirrored. The buttons are not mirrored.
The buttons aren't mirrored, but I play with the cursed classic setup, okay?
That's why we don't play classic.
I play classic controls, Zelcade.
Yeah, this game has a few
At least I
different
don't-
controller setups. One of them is classic controls. It's more similar to the original game. And there's modern
the
controls,
exact
which are built for this game, which make the game a lot easier to play, to be honest. But for some reason, Nyx like to use the classic controls.
Okay, to be fair, the reason I started using classic controls was because in classic controls, you do have to, you're required to hold down the grab button as well as the stab button in order to do a jump stab. Whereas in modern controls, you don't have to hold grab, you just jump and hold the stab button. So when I was trying to do slashes, Wander would just beeline towards the ground. And so I changed it, and it works better.
That's why I can stabs on modern. She'll never convince me that triangle.
I almost got lost in the forest because we're mirrored.
Soulmass, who is your true north when you're lost in the woods?
My true north when I'm lost in the woods is currently Barba.
That's a good point. But of course, when you're in the woods, the sword doesn't help you. It doesn't shine, correct? Because of you're under the shade.
Yes, you have to be in the sun for the sword to guide your way.
Alrighty. I am all caught up on my pets, unless we got more, which is very possible.
We did. That was just that was the first set of pets. And I will once again call for psychic aid.
Now would also be a good time if you've got some donations that you want to read off. From here on, after we finish a Colossus, it'll be like, we'll have some time for 2, maybe 3 each time.
Yeah, I have like 30
All right.
seconds or so before I answer Barba.
All right, we have an anonymous $150 donation with no comment. Wow. We have $25 from 2 left hands. And $5 from Anonymous, who says, "Listen, I want that horse shiny and beautiful from all the pets, but can we get even more Marathon if we upgrade Snake Eater? Perhaps we can get a $5 train going and get both? How about it, everyone? We are currently at $35 for that upgrade to All Keratin Snake Eater incentive, and we need 60 total. And remember, everyone, when you put in your donations, please, 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 if you want it to go towards an incentive, please make sure you select one before you submit your donation. Thank you all so much for your very generous donations.
Y'all are amazing.
Yes, thank you so much.
I've been watching the goals steadily go up, and it's amazing to just watch that number rise.
Okay, so I just did something called the launch from the arm on Barba. You get on a particular spot on the arm, you can use the momentum in order to get up to the head. Whoop, and I let go there, but that's good. I'm still on top.
Ooh. Oh, that was a good launch.
You got this, Soulmass. Keep making mistakes. Let me catch up a little bit.
I had to remember to go the other side of the shoulder.
No. Muscle memory. Let it happen.
Sancho, why do we call Barba Barba?
Is it because of the beard and you want to shave it?
I think it is.
Like a barber?
Barbasol.
Yeah.
Barbasol.
That's what I was thinking. Same wavelength.
Alright, Barba's down for me.
Oh, how dare you didn't let me catch up.
Stand.
There's so much run left, though.
There is
So much.
run left. Although I have a feeling that you're probably going to absolutely smoke me when it comes to Argus.
We'll see about that. I only got launched like 2 times in practice.
Really?
Yeah, quite rusty.
Okay, maybe I have a chance of making up time with Argus. So I'm gonna attempt to do the cutscene skip.
Oh.
I'll
Good
probably
luck.
mess up, but
Good
I'm gonna
luck.
attempt.
And if she gets this, I'm sorry, if Nyx gets this, you won't have to do the launch like Soulmass did, correct? You could just drop right on the head.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, I think I might have been late. I was late, but that's okay, because that is an easy recovery.
So what we're trying to do there is look for a very specific tile on that dropping platform during the cutscene. Skip the cutscene on. You do it correctly, you start falling directly in Barba's face. Grab onto that big old beard of his. There you can climb directly up, head and back.
Ooh. That was weird. There was some input lag on my controller, and it didn't jump. That was strange, and I didn't love it. It's okay.
So we got to see you spaz out going up the beard,
Just
which is the
glitched
best.
my way up his head. That is by far my favorite thing to do on Barba, is like, if I land on his face, I'm just gonna hit that let go regrab a million times. Oh no, why are you walking, like, instantly?
Barba's AI can do some
yesterday-
really weird things.
Yesterday during practice, I was absolutely torn because I just kept hitting a bunch of glitches, and I was like, what is happening right now? It was so strange.
I am on the long ride to Hydrus right now.
Barba is almost down for me. Oh, that was rude. Alright. And from here, we both have a little bit of a trek. So we got some time for some donations. If you got any.
Well, I hope you also have time for 6 more pets.
6
Each.
more pets?
6 more, because Whimsical Catbird has donated $60 and asks, why is Best Girl not being pet right now? Pet her this instant. And I'm my hands are on my hips like, huh. And maybe give her a sugar cube, and then the little kitty cat face, like the 3 face, like the
Oh, I wish I had a
face.
sugar- I want to give her a sugar cube so bad.
I would love to eat a sugar cube. Thank you so much, Whimsical Catbird, for your generous donation.
Because Whimsical Catbird demanded I'll give the pets before I fight Hydrus.
Aw. I don't have sugar cubes, but being the oldest here, is it fitting that I do have Werther's Originals nearby?
Oh, I would love some.
One.
Thank you.
2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. There we go.
Horses have Werthers.
Probably not.
Horses will eat anything.
Will they? Probably. Should they? I don't think so.
Chat.
I mean, it's mostly just sugar, right? The Werther's?
I think Werther's is a little
I'm gonna
more
look up the
processed.
ingredients of Werther's because I feel
Please.
like that's important for this speed run.
It is very important. You know what else is very important? Donating at least $1 to us right now to tell us your favorite candy, because we are so close. We are currently at. Wow, excuse me. Actually, we've raised over $2,500.
Nice!
Woo!
Yay!
I thought we were. My eyes, my peepers. I saw under $2,500. We have hit $2,500.
That is amazing.
Our next goal is $3,000, so please get those donations in. Tell me your favorite candy. Tell me what we should and should not feed to a horse. Let us know. Type !donate in chat, and make sure while you are donating to put that towards the upgrade to the little froggy incense for Metal Gear Solid 3. I forgot what it was called. Excuse me. It is the upgrade to all Carotans for Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater run. We are currently at $35, and we need $60 to make that happen. So let's make that happen.
Let's go.
Let's go! I am currently
Snake
starting.
Eater.
I'm starting Hydrus
Yeah.
now.
Your snake
The
killer.
way I do Hydrus is the intended way, except just the fastest that you can do intended. So you'll see me taking out all of the nodes on the back, which will shock you and damage you while you're underwater. And then racing to the head and doing it all in one swift cycle. If I mess this up at all, the way I do it, Hydrus will go back underwater, and it'll become what will be called a 2-cycle, and it'll waste a couple minutes waiting for Hydrus to come back up to the surface. So this is all very tight timing for me right now.
Hey,
Hydrus does not want to look in your direction.
You know what's great about being on classic controls?
You can roll underwater.
I can do rolls underwater.
You can do a
What?
barrel roll underwater.
Not a barrel roll, but I can do like somersault rolls underwater. So as long as I have it lined up properly, I'm able to roll up Hydras's back, so I don't even have to stab the nodes that Soulmass is hitting. I just tank a little bit of the damage and keep going. There is another way to do it where you can manipulate her animation as she crests the water when she first like gets her attention on you. However, it is very difficult, and I have not learned how to do it.
Yeah, it's a very difficult trick. Hydrus is down for me.
Heck
Good
yes,
job.
I am about to jump into Hydras.
And I got my 6 pets in right before, so I'm caught up on pets unless we have more.
You're not caught up on pets.
Oh, no.
You need to pet that horse one more time because Ark has donated $10 and says, "Pet the horse, please," with the little excited emoji with the capital uppercase D.
I'll do it just for you. Thank you so much for the $10.
Thanks, Arc Moonblade. I am a little disappointed we didn't hear what your favorite candy was, though, so tell us in chat.
Yeah, what's your favorite candy? I am curious now that we've been talking about it. Of the people who are currently in the voice call, what are y'all's favorite candies?
Currently, I have been gorging myself on peanut butter mini M&Ms.
Ooh.
Mm.
Yeah.
I'd have to say...
They make mini ones now.
Yeah, it's new.
I'd say my favorite is probably Sour Patch Kids.
See, I would have agreed with you a while back, but Sour Patch Kids just like hurt my tongue after a while.
You learn to love the pain.
Oh, trust me, I know. I sit there and I will eat Takis for like 3 hours. I'm not joking. Oh, I messed up my roll. That didn't happen properly. It's fine.
I haven't pet the horse yet, but I'll pet the horse after Kuro. I'll give some more time in case somebody else wants to get more pets and the donations.
No, no, no. Wander, grab. Sir, that was rude. That was rude. What was that, sir? It didn't like that at all. Stop falling! What are you doing? Where are you going? Because it's not where I want you.
Aptly named Wander.
I've said it a million times and I'll say it again. It's fingers of steel, but butter for toes.
That's our Wander.
It's our Wander.
Butter's one of the ingredients in Werther's.
I knew that.
I mean, it is butterscotch, so. Right? Or am I being really dumb right now? I'm pretty sure Werther's are butterscotch, right?
It's close. It's more caramel, but there's a lot of horsey ingredients because like the caramel itself is made of like whey protein.
I thought that Werther's were butterscotch candies.
I believe there is a flavor that's butterscotch, but the original Werther's is like a caramel.
Got it. Okay.
We're solving the world's problems here tonight.
Discussing candy flavors, yes.
Look at how civil our debate is, even though we're coming from different worldviews on Werther's. I'm impressed.
I mean,
My favorite candy. I don't know how to say the chocolate brand Ghirardelli. Is that correct?
Oh,
Actually, that's-
Ghirardelli.
Ghirardelli. The 72% dark chocolate is the only correct percentage in my opinion, and it's so good.
I love dark chocolate in general. A lot of people say that dark chocolate is not good because it's too bitter, and I'm like, that's fine because that's just more for me. Like I love some dark chocolate. It's so good.
Alright, I am entering Kuro's temple, so I'm going to be starting the fight with Kuromori pretty soon. It's a blink and you'll miss it fight for a speedrunner, because what we're going to do is set it up in such a way that Kuro is going to climb up the wall in a specific position that we want Kuro to climb in, and we're going to immediately shoot Kuro off the wall, jump down onto the belly, and take out Kuro very quickly.
The camera just did a loop-de-loop around me, and it was so strange.
The way I'm going to set this up is as soon as I come out of the cutscene and this fight starts, I'm going to do a whistle while I'm running to get into position. That makes Kuro go up the wall in the position that we want Kuro to go in.
Kuro's also just a cute little lizard boy. We love him. He's the bestest boy.
And a great first Colossus to learn to speedrun and build your confidence with, too.
Absolutely, because I remember playing casually and being absolutely terrified of Kuro. Because he shoots these like gas clouds at you whenever you have to do a new cycle on him. And it's a little terrifying. But then I learned how to do the speedrun for it, and I got a 1 cycle on him, and I was like, wow, this is so easy. Now I can just scratch his belly and be done with it.
Alright, Kuro is down for me.
Yes. Oh, I almost turned the wrong way. Come on, Akro.
You know, we're having all these fun conversations while Soulmass is quietly, like, doing a really good job
Uh-huh.
on every Colossus.
Maybe I shouldn't have practiced. Maybe that would have yielded better results for me.
I literally did not play the game for like the last time we might have raced until like an hour before this.
I have played it every single week, multiple times, in preparation for the race. Maybe that was my downfall.
Maybe. Actually, I take
The
it back.
game got tired of me.
I
It
did
was
do like
no.
I take it back. I did do a boss rush stream. I forgot about that.
Oh.
Ah. Was it mirrored?
No. All right, I got my one pet in.
Oh, I forgot to do mine. I'll have to do it after Kuro. No, don't get stuck on rocks. Keep going.
Bosseron
Keep
is
running.
next. That's this way.
Keep running.
Maybe the next thing needs to be a mirrored boss rush category extension.
If somebody runs it, they'll probably add it.
Oh, I'm already planning on doing a mirrored all difficulties run. It's in my back
Oh,
pocket.
wow.
I just have to prepare for it because I don't know how to do hard or easy anymore.
It's amazing how much the change in damage to the their soul patches, how much that changes the strategy.
Turning around because I went the wrong way on the wrong bridge.
Now I'm just
Yes,
picturing
keep
all the
doing that.
colossi
It was-
with tiny little beards, Sancho.
I wasn't expecting to hear you call it a soul.
A soul patch. I just couldn't think of the word for some reason. I blanked, and so I just went witty, but you had to call me out for it.
I wasn't expecting it.
I
and
thought
then
it was
like,
creative.
what?
Like the little patch where their souls can be damaged from.
You're not incorrect. But it was so like out of left field. I wasn't expecting that.
Sigils! They're called sigils. There
They're
we go.
called sigils, yes.
Nah, they're soul patches from now on.
Yay!
Shadow of the Colossus terminology right here, folks.
Soul patch of the
I mean,
Colossus.
we have sexy slash is like one of our things, so it's fine. We have sexy slash. We have space jam.
We have some very interesting names for strategies. Let's just leave it at that.
All right,
Most
Kuro's
of
down.
yeah, most of the names have been born in pain.
Speaking of strategies, I have a strategy for us to get that Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater category upgraded to all Karatans in the European Extreme mode. Currently, we are sitting at $45, and we need $60 total. So, we're so close to that incentive. We are so close to meeting that incentive. I'm gonna need y'all's help to get us over the finish line there. Remember, type !donate in chat to get the donation link, and make sure, as you're checking out, to select the incentive.
All right, I
you
am
wanna-
coming up on Bosseron. You're going to see me, as soon as I get out of the cutscene, I'm going to take an intentional death, because what I want to do is set Bosseron up so it's like time attack. That way I have a consistent setup for the strategy that I like to do, which is called the rib strategy. It's sort of the intermediate speedrun strat for Bosseron. There is the high level strat where it involves jumping off of one of the legs to get directly under the head. But the rib strategy is going to look something like this. I'm going to jump onto the ribs, get onto one of the legs, and then onto the back. Hopefully I get it,
first
though.
try?
It's quite difficult.
It really is. Bassaran really is such a slow reset when you miss.
Especially if Agro has decided that she's gonna go on
Yeah.
a little saunter around the arena. She's like, oh, look at these geysers. They're so pretty. I don't know why I put on accent for that, but...
All right. I had a funky rib strap, but I made it onto the back.
Yay! Good job. Nice recovery.
God, now all I can think of is Agro with like a Wisconsin accent. Like, oh yeah, bud, I'm going on a little jog.
Flaps knee. Well, where
Well,
are we going?
oh goodness.
I know we're all deeply in love with aggro, but in the spirit of a question that I often ask with Last Guardian runs, if you could reskin like mod aggro to be any other creature, what would you
Definitely
want to
the
be
giraffe.
riding?
Oh,
Specifically Jeffrey from Toys R Us.
Yes.
Yeah.
Pedro would be like so confused.
I don't know, actually. Like, I really like horses. I mean, I guess if I could mod her into a land dolphin, that would be funny.
I would mod her into like one of the vehicles from Nightmare Cart, not Bloodborne Cart.
I hate when Wander just decides not to do the things that I tell him to do.
Yeah, that was so close. That was such a good start, and then Buttertoes just flipped.
He sometimes likes to go like ragdoll mode, even if he's not actively in a situation where he should be going ragdoll mode. And I'm like, sir, please, no.
Would you play a mod where their skins were swapped and aggro rode Wander all over the place?
I would
Absolutely.
probably cry. That would be terrifying.
In a heartbeat.
That's my ideal version of the game.
Would I mod Agro into like a small Trico? Absolutely.
That would be cool.
Yes.
That would be adorable. I'd be so
But also,
happy.
also we need to modify Aggro's behavior so that Aggro also behaves like Rico.
Listen,
Oh,
I
gosh.
think that they already kind of act similar, let's be honest here. Neither one of them will listen to you.
Fair. Alright, I'm on my way to Durge. This is one of the longest rides.
What about modding Agro into tiny boss?
Modding her into a tiny Bossaron? That is such a beautiful idea. Oh my, Wander, what are you tripping on? What is happening? Where are you? Why are you rolling around?
Wander just likes to trip on everything.
Wander
Tiny,
has some
yeah.
issues. What is happening? So Bossaron is kind of notoriously known in 60 FPS to be incredibly glitchy. So he just sits there, you'll notice he twitches around like crazy. And it is definitely a pain to try and do this fight when he's constantly just like twitching and Wander is never stable. That is one thing that I do miss about 30 FPS.
So, okay, you're talking about frame rate. So, how exactly does it affect gameplay?
So some tricks are just easier to do in 60 FPS because you have more frames to do it. It's less like pixel perfect kind of things. In other ways, it also makes some things more difficult. So the cutscene skip that I was doing on the 6th Colossus Barba earlier, That one is actually, in my opinion, easier in 30 FPS because it's easier for me to see, and that's more of a personal thing. But it really, the biggest place that it changes things is that Wander is a lot more responsive. If you pay attention, you can see that Wander is like very clearly like a little floppy of a character. And mostly that is because when he was originally programmed, he was programmed for, I think it was 15 FPS. So then it goes up to 30 and he's a little bit better responsive, but he's still very hard to like, it takes him a second. And then you get to 60 and he's actually like incredibly responsive. But he's still not the best. Like, you can look at something like Resident Evil 3 Remake or something like that, and the characters are incredibly responsive, but you can see that sometimes it takes Wander like a second to redirect himself.
I'm
Get
going
on
into
the horse.
Dirge. So Dirge is like a sandworm, sand snake type thing, and what we do is we're gonna fight him like we would normally do in the game, except we're gonna try and do it with one cycle instead of two, which means we're gonna stab the sigils in such a way that we're gonna try and do just enough damage to do everything without the Colossus going back under the ground a second time.
Sure to wear your still suit. Spice must.
Yes, I was just about to mention how much I love the new Dune movie. Nice reference there.
Thank you. I too love the new Dune movies.
It's less sand.
It is a lot of sand. I'm now making my way to Dirge. It's gonna take me a minute to get there. Soulmass, if you're comfortable with it, do we have some time for some donations?
Go ahead. I'm just gonna be trying to stab.
All right, well, while you're stabbity stabbing, Whimsical Catbird wants you to pet your haunts one more time. And they say, with their $10 donation, they say, and it's a song, and I'm gonna do my interpretation really quick, and then y'all can do it correctly. Yippity-bip-bee-do-do-do-do, wander over yonder.
Oh! Oh no!
Wander, wander, over yonder, wander over yonder, do-do-do-do-do.
Oh.
I have no idea what's happening right now.
How did I do? How did I do? What's the
Better than I
catbird?
could, I'll be honest. So Soulmass, if you don't know what that is the theme song to a Disney Channel TV show called Wander Over Yonder.
Ah.
I barely
Sweet.
remember the show, but I do remember its existence. I just don't. Agro! Why? What is your deal? Babe! Why did you go head first into a rock?
Very interested in geology.
Yes, I think there was a bug in the way. It scared him.
Listen, I was literally fully holding the analog stick in the other direction, and she went, nope, I'm gonna go into the rock.
Agro just loves geology, okay?
Well, Agro needs to stop loving geology because I'm a whole Colossus behind you right now.
Can you one cycle the worm?
No, I got 2 cycles.
Ooh, I might
Now's
be
your
able to make up
chance.
some time then.
Now's your chance.
I'm hopeful.
Peebs, you said one more pet?
One more.
Alright, we'll get a pet in.
Stop it with the rocks.
Okay, do you want to explain the one cycle versus 2 cycle while Nyx tries to get it?
I'm actually not too familiar with the Dirge fight. It's one of the
Okay.
couple of
okay.
colossi that I'm not quite all that.
So with a lot of these colossi, they have like a certain rhythm to them where once you get rid of one sigil, they disappear, and then you have to go mount them again, and this is one of those. But because you do a little bit of damage to the eyes, you can actually do almost full damage to one sigil and then move over to the other sigil, and that avoids the cycle. So that's what Nyx is going to try and do. I hope I explained that well enough.
Yeah, that's the basis of how one cycles work. Move, Agro! Get out of the
Oh
pillar!
my gosh.
What?
What is that?
Nay, no.
She's being so mean to me! Where is this Colossus?
See, I learned something today because I had no idea it had anything to do with the eye damage.
Yeah, the eye damage is what makes it possible. Because you can get the full health bar down without doing full damage to the first sigil because of the eye. We'll see here how it goes.
9. I think I might have understabbed.
Well, it's worth a shot.
So if you understab, there's actually a way to guarantee that you can still do a one cycle, and that is to do the same percentage stabs here. But I think I actually didn't understab. I didn't! Let's go.
Yay! Huge time gain.
Oh, time gain.
I go. Let's
Catching up, catching up.
Big gaming.
Yeah, because I'm on my way to Celosia, and I'm notoriously not good at this one in not mirrored mode. We'll see what happens.
Since you're on your way to Solosian, I'm just now getting out of Dirge. We do have some time for some more donations if we've got them.
Yeah, enjoy me jumping off a cliff while you read donations.
I would love to enjoy that. Currently, we have, let me pretend to do some math here. We have slots for 18 more pets. We also are currently at $45, and we need $60 to upgrade the category from Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater to all Carotans. And we only have a little over an hour left to finish that incentive. So, while we're petting the horses, let's also kiss some frogs.
Get a pet. Get a pet. Get a pet. Alright, cool.
Yes.
Let's go. Let's go. It fears the flames. We're off to see Celosia. I always mess up their names.
Very similar names.
Very similar.
And similar builds, too, which does not help.
It doesn't. Not at all.
Alright, so what
Celosia
I'm
is
gonna
one
do
of
here-
two mini colossi, right?
Yes.
Yeah. I'm going to be dropping the torch near the cliff here to try and get Celosia to come close to me. It's going to trigger Celosia to come close and trigger the cutscene like this. And Celosia falls down. That skips having to push Celosia back because Celosia's afraid of fire, so you would normally get in front of Celosia and have her fall backwards over the cliff. But as long as she's close enough to the edge, you can just have her fall right off.
Hey, that was some good timing. Like where she kicked you off. The drop is what I was trying to say. I'm really bad at words.
Celosia's down for me.
Heck yeah.
Wow, good job.
Celosia
For me, the
is
hardest-
one of those colossi that can go really quick or take forever to take
Yeah,
down.
If you mess up anything on Celosia, you're going to lose a good chunk of time.
I will do my best not to mess anything up. But we all know that I am notoriously memed by the little ones.
Did you jump off the cliff yet?
No, not yet. I'm still on my way.
Best of luck to you.
Thank you.
Zilcade, can we come up with a new term? You said mini colossi, right? Can we call them colossitos
Yes, absolutely.
and
1,000.
colossitas? Depending on, what gender you think they are. Colossitos, colossitas.
Oh, that is one thing I forgot to mention. So you'll probably hear us going back and forth whenever it comes to the colossi, talking about their genders and stuff. They have no canonical gender. They are all canonically, like, lacking of gender
yeah.
because they are not alive. So we will bounce back and forth between a lot of different uses of pronouns.
Or if you want to really get into the lore of the game, it's possible to interpret that since they're all full of Dorman, and Dorman may be all genders at once, they may be full of all gender instead of a gender.
True.
Speaking of the lore of the, why are we climbing all these colossi?
To
Yes,
bring back
Sancho.
the girl
Sancho
back?
knows a lot about the lore. If Sancho wants to talk about the lore,
That is true.
Oh gosh, how deep do you want me to go? Because I've read like
Yes.
supposedly like the
Yes.
hacks into the actual brain of Ueda.
we want you to yes. I'm on my
Do
way
it
to
all.
Pelagia. You can keep on loring while I try to do Pelagia.
Okay, so let's see what I can remember. Well, first of all, oh gosh. So the giant tower that we start at is supposedly a ton of colossi corpses that have all died and slowly over time congregated together to build this giant tower. And the people destroying these colossi found themselves getting more and more powerful with each colossi they destroyed. But as they gained immortality, they also sort of merged together and became Dormin. So that's why you hear Dormin being all of these voices, because it's an entire group of people who created the heinous sin of destroying these giant colossi. And I really love how Ueda does it. He weaves in some good lore. He weaves in some good like stories from the Bible about like the flood and the Tower of Babel and the Nephilim, the giants who dwelt on the earth, and it'll just blow your mind. So, but the short is you're recollecting the souls of all of the tribe's people who were condemned for the colossi that they killed. What do y'all think?
Is
That's
that
pretty good.
actually like the canon, or is that a theory?
That's
That's-
a pretty common theory.
Okay. I was like, wait a minute.
It's also that's sort of generally based on like some of the story of like Nausicaa, the Valley of the Wind.
Okay.
Yes.
Because
Yeah.
Studio Ghibli also has a lot of influence on all the games that Ueda makes.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
And this one has a bit of Nausicaa in its backstory, we think.
Where am I
But
going?
it's
I'm going
the
up.
sort of thing where I don't know, it's like if you were to find George Lucas's own script for what he thought what his version of Star Wars Episode 7 was going to be, and as you read it you just get the feeling of this really does feel like this is Lucas. That's how you feel reading the story of the Colossi, and supposedly what we have is the story that he wrote down and gave to all of his developers so they would know the backstory while they were making the game.
Okay, got it. Because, yeah, I was like, wait a minute. I didn't think there was, like, a canon explanation for anything. So, like,
Not within
all
the
of
game
mine is
itself.
just theories, pretty much.
Yeah.
So I'm entering Pelagia now. I'm going to try to get the shots to do a face trap. What we do is we try and shoot the face at like 3 seconds into the fight, and then 6 seconds to get the face to come close to us to jump onto it. I didn't quite get it. That's okay though. It's hard to do that when you don't have a timer on the screen like in Time Attack. So we'll just do this like the intermediate style for the speed run, which is swimming around and then walking up the side of the Colossus instead of going onto the back.
Speaking of Pelagia, this is lovingly referred to as Pel.
I love Pelele. We love and hate her at the same time.
This may be the Colossus I had the hardest time finding on my very first casual playthrough of the game.
Oh, yeah. I remember the first few times that I played this game, I would come into this forest that I'm in right now, and I would just wander the forest forever until I just somehow managed to stumble across the way out.
And thinking it was the way you came in.
Exactly.
Right? Yeah.
I'd be like, oh, that's where I came through, and then I would go around and go back out the way I came. I'm like, wait a minute, I just left where I just came from, didn't I? It was always the most confusing.
And I got the one cycle.
Yay!
Yay!
So the one cycle, what we do is it's very precision stabs. It's a full stab first or second, and then a 0.9, so it's just barely outside of getting a full stab for either the first or the second stab. If you do that, a full stab and a 0.9 on the first two, you'll see on the third stab, a full stab, Pelagia's AI will buck back upward instead of going down into the water, and that gives you enough time to get in a fourth stab before Pelagia submerges. So we call that a one cycle because we don't have to wait and go to another tower.
hopefully I will be able to get the 1 cycle. I have been struggling on Pelagia 1 cycle for a while now, so.
Honestly, I'm impressed Aggro just made it around that last tree.
Right? That was impressive. Good job, babe. You did it.
Hey.
I'm about to contend with the 17th Colossus myself, the forest.
Oh,
So, on my way to Phalanx.
Also, thank you, Peebs, so much for being the wonderful voice of Agro.
No, that wasn't me. That was
wasn't?
the horse.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, like that was the horse.
That was just Agro.
Yeah.
And I totally didn't just go the wrong way again.
What?
no, not at all.
Totally not. No, you're going the right way. Keep going.
Oh,
And
mirror mode.
my brain doesn't
Give me a
even think
lifeline
to.
here, bud.
Oh gosh.
Why does my
It
voice
probably-
keep going Wisconsin? I've never been to Wisconsin.
I love it.
I'm from the South. Where's this accent coming from?
And yet sometimes it almost sounds Irish to me.
My accent?
Your Aggro accent, yeah, to me.
Just how
I would
normally
agree.
talk?
No,
I
no,
agree
no,
with
your
Sancho.
aggro. Your aggro
Oh.
accent.
Oh, that was rude. That should have been a face grab. Wander, your magnet hands failed me.
Did you say something, Zelked? I think I missed it.
No, I was saying I agree with you about the accent.
About her, it sounding Irish.
Yes.
Oh, horse, I'm from Ireland.
Maybe that's why Agro's so interested in all the grass.
Yes. Thankfully,
Reminds
I got through
Agro of the
forest.
Emerald Isle.
I actually asked
really
Aggro.
loves the grass in the forest, and thankfully
Aw.
I didn't have problems.
Yay! I actually asked Aggro if she was not from Ireland, and she said, nay.
Oh, goodness.
So Phalanx
was
is one
so
that is a
bad.
lot of people's favorite. Phalanx is the big flying snake in the
Come
air.
on, come on, come on, come on, come. Why am I getting memes? Why am I getting memes? This is my favorite thing.
You got this, Nyx.
and
I
I'm
believe
getting
in you.
memes.
I'm again gonna be trying to go for a 1 cycle on Phalanx. We'll see what happens though.
I'm sure
It's
you've
funny.
done us 1 cycle failings.
It's weird how, even though this one is in the air and Dirge was in the sand, there's something so familiar about the two of them because of that. How much the cycles are and what you're trying to do to the sigils. The soul patches, excuse me.
Excuse me, madam. Excuse me, madam. No, no, other way. Turn around.
Now, like in the lore and the context of the failing is very interesting Colossus, right, Joe?
I don't know about specifically about Phalanx. You'll have to fill me in here.
So Phalanx is the only fully pacifist Colossus.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
She doesn't
Phalanx won't try to
actually attack
damage you at all.
Mm-hmm. So there's another boss rush extended category that I came up with myself called Death Percent, where you just try to die as quickly as possible to all of them. And Phalanx is so hard to die to because of how much of a
Yeah.
pacifist that little booger
Come
is.
back.
What?
Come back to me, please. Please. Not the time!
Well, it must be like missing some shows that are on right now.
I don't know. Maybe she's on the finale of The Good Place or something, and she just really wants to get back to it.
Left
Which,
something
if
in
you
the
haven't
oven.
seen The Good Place, that is a very good show.
I hear a lot of good things about it.
It is so good. Oh my goodness. I cried so hard at the last episode.
Oh,
It
that's
absolutely
cool.
destroyed me, but in the best possible way. Thank you.
So how is it hard to die to Phalanx? You just have to get on top and then fall off, or?
Pretty
Yeah,
much,
but even
The way it works, I've run Death Percent, and I've only finished one run because it's so hard.
Yep.
You have to time it in such a way that Phalanx is at the very top of Phalanx's arcs in the air, because Phalanx follows a certain path when Phalanx is up in the air. So you want Phalanx to be at the very top, the highest that Phalanx is going to be. Then you're going to trigger a roll by fully killing one of the sigils. You saw it do a barrel roll on my screen while I was killing it. And while it's doing the barrel roll, you're going to jump to the tip of one of these wings and try and get flung up high into the air by the wing as it is a barrel roll. That gives enough height to Wander so that Wander will hit the ground with enough force to die. It's extremely difficult to do.
You can also you can fall in such a way where maybe Phalanx will hit you when going back into the ground, but that's really hard to pull off as well.
Yeah, that's very difficult.
Yeah. So you're welcome for death percent, everybody. You're welcome.
Thank you, Sandra.
Thank you so much.
That took up like a month of my life for one run to complete.
I'm so sorry.
And thank you to Alicia, who has donated $10 and
Yay!
saying, Soulmass has called a big one. Again, it is the legend.
Thank you, Alicia,
Hopefully that
for the
means
Dune reference.
something,
I will pet the horse for that. That's a one-horse pet, correct?
Actually, no. And I do want to remind I bonked my microphone. I'm so sorry. I do want to remind everyone that when you donate, you do need to select the incentives as you are filling out or clicking around on the page. So before you select submit donation, you need to make sure you click on an incentive.
Well, I gave Agro a pet anyway because Sancho claims that pets of the saddle don't count, so that's an extra one to make up for it.
All right.
It doesn't even seem like it should be a controversial statement.
I am on my way
I got
to
a two-cycle
Zenobia.
Plagia. Hellalef was being mean to me.
Not
I'm
just
so
two
sorry.
cycle, like you missed the tower once and then it was turning away another time, like,
There's so many memes going on right now. I was doing so good at this. I got a brand new PB and then I had to take like 2 weeks off from practice because I had like events came up in my life. And then all of a sudden, oh
real
no,
life.
I don't know how to do anything.
But I believe in you. I don't know about these other folks, but I believe in you.
I mean,
Soulmass,
the most cursed thing about Zenobia is, I mean, we'll explain it when I get to it, but the super jump can be very difficult to get. I might get trolled and just be stuck on Zenobia for like the entirety of Nyx doing Phalanx, so we'll see what happens.
The good news about Phalanx is I know how to traverse this forest really easily. And Phalanx is probably the second easiest Colossus. Also, I meant to ask, are we up to date on pets, or was there any more pets that were redeemed recently?
We are up to date, and I do want to let everyone know there are 18 more pets up for grabs. And by up for grabs, I mean 18 more pets.
Let's do it, gang. That would be, what, a total of 80 pets if we get...
That would be a
those
total of
last-
80 pets, yes.
Listen, she deserves every last one of them.
And you
Yeah.
do, of course, you know, going by how time works, you do only have until the end of this run to donate for those pets.
Pets
I
after
think
the
it's
fact.
yeah.
We
It's
are
song time,
close.
right? Song time?
Song time.
Yeah, we're on the way to
Let's
Zenobia.
Let's check and see about
And
donations.
my hat. Okay, go ahead.
Well, another donation did just come in from Whimsical Catbird, who donates $30.
Yay!
Hike with it. Gotta make the dono rounded for me now. Pet dat pony. So that's 3 more pets.
I'm gonna jump off and pet the horse.
Here, I'm gonna do it in the middle of the forest.
That's so sweet.
No, stop that. Pet the horse. Stop it.
Oh, you have to not be moving for me to be able to pet you, don't you? Okay, here. 1, 2, 3. Yay. Okay. Continuing on. I have to get her out of the grass now, or else I can't quick start her, because she will go crazy.
Remind everyone, we only need $15 more to get that upgrade to all Karotans category upgrade for Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater, and you have until the start of that run, and that is coming up after this run. So again, $15 more. You have not a lot of time left to get that in.
You can do it. I believe in y'all.
I believe.
Alright, I'm about to enter the cave, so I'm getting closer to Zenobia.
About to hit Phalanx.
Good luck with Phalanx.
You know, despite all of the memes that I've been enduring, we're not actually not that far off from each other. We're like
We're
one
not.
Colossus apart, which is incredible to me.
Like I said, Zenobia can really be bad too.
Zenobia can definitely mess you up, and then Argus can be
the great equalizer.
so much.
Or the Great Humiliator.
Yes. With Zenobia, what I'm going to be doing is, like we said, we're playing in 60 FPS right now on PS5. But for super jump to work, which is a trick that we use on Zenobia, I'm going to switch over to 30 FPS, which is cinematic mode in the menu. That's going to enable me to do something called super jump, which I mentioned. It involves jumping at the final pillar in the arena instead of doing the intended strategy, which is luring him to all the pillars, and he hits all the pillars and they all fall down. We'll just go to the final pillar and then abuse the physics of the game as far as Wander's feet being stuck in the ground. And we can get a much higher jump when we get pushed up out of the ground if we spam the jump button. It's very hard to do. It's a near frame perfect. But that's why we switched to 30 FPS. It gives us a little bit more of a window to get it. I'll be starting Zenobia in just a moment.
I am fully on Phalanx's back. That was probably the cleanest
That was great.
time of Phalanx I've had in a really long time.
That was so good.
Thank you. Oh, I might have overstopped that. Oh no, please no. Leap of faith. No, no barrel roll. No barrel roll. Yes, I didn't overstep. I was scared.
Alright, going for super jump. I'm going to be mashing the jump button as soon as I jump to this pillar, and hopefully I get a super jump to launch me up the pillar. There we go, I got it.
Wow.
Not get lost in the maze either.
It's important to get that quick because you can hear Zenobia is already here hitting the pillar. If you don't get it right away, Zenobia will hit you, and you basically get stun locked by Zenobia. You have to restart the whole fight after you die.
The moderators of the what is the word? The board can verify, specifically PDO, can verify that I got trolled so hard by Zenobia for so long. It was a constant battle.
You get the wacky jump, Soulmass?
I didn't get wacky, so now I'm just trying to finish off the fight. You're going to see me trigger Zenobia to get into this animation where it's going to trigger the cutscene, but I'm going to jump across. And now it's going to put me in a position where I can easily jump onto the back after the cutscene ends.
This is one of two Colossus Tito. Is that correct? Tito's?
And another one that if you miss, it can take forever.
I'm trying to think of how Spanish works again. Un poquito calastito? It's how it would technically be said.
I didn't get to jump onto the back, so now I'm trying to do a backup.
Oh no! Oh, please don't get stun locked. I mean, please do, but please don't. You know what I mean.
Un colosita chiquita.
Now that Nyx is on the way, did you want to do your song segment show?
Oh,
Go for it,
well,
because I'm getting trolled.
so we'll just distract from that? All right. What is it? I'm trying to remember the chords. This could be really rough. Me. And my aggro trotting through forbidden lands. It's really weird doing it without Ruby doing the other part.
I mean, I know the other part, but Discord is gonna make it hard to do it like
Yeah,
together.
yeah, me. And my wonder. Dormant soul won't tear this team in two. We stick together like glue. And that's as much as I'll do.
When it's
Thank you.
noodle
You're
time.
welcome. If you see the very first run of SGDQ 2022, where Ruby Heart does a random boss rush, we end with that song. So check that VOD sometime. But not now, of course.
Or watch both at once. I don't know.
Stick together like glue. And when it's death noodle time.
Oh wait, we just swapped parts. I was like, wait a minute, this is wrong.
How come we're not having the luck Soulmass is without having practiced this together?
When it's dead,
Alright,
noodle
back to
time.
your side. The sword shines on our next innocent victim.
And I wonder.
My favorite line in that is at the end with the "Even if my leg is broke and you're a baby with horns."
Even if my leg is broken, you're a baby with horns. Life is gonna be oh easy.
You have a good voice.
Thank you.
I did not know that. I'm glad I learned something cool.
Thank you, I appreciate it. I've
It's
been
okay,
singing
how's your
since I was
voice?
5.
No.
I know Soulmass is a legit musician.
I have an okay voice.
I was in choir for 2 years, and I did musical theater for 4. And I've just been singing since I was like 5 years old.
Musical theater.
I'm on
So
the way to
fun.
Argus. This is, like we said, the great equalizer. I can lose upward of like 10 plus minutes here if I really mess up. So this is the chance for Nyx to catch up. I'm going to be stubborn and not stop until I get the launch.
Remember to switch back to 60 FPS.
Oh, I did. Thank you. I almost forgot.
Wow,
I got you.
that was kind of you.
Listen, we might be racing, but it's gonna be a fair race.
Argus is specifically the reason I do not speedrun this game myself.
You have
Yeah,
like
Argus-
1 time on the board, don't you?
No, I have 0 times on the. My time would be like 4 hours.
There's no way. Water, please, sir.
Good job
Just
navigating the
jump.
rock shortcut.
Just jump, sir.
No, that's a lot to ask of Wander.
Did anybody else just see him glitch through the rock? What just happened?
Yes.
What in the world? What's going on?
What?
Rocks are a suggestion.
Rocks are a suggestion. This is just a meme. How are
Unless
you
you're
doing, Peebs?
unless you're aggro.
To tell you a little bit more about Little Warriors,
it.
if I may do so. Little Warriors has several goals and objectives for awareness, prevention, treatment, and advocacy. They want to empower and inform adults through culturally sensitive preventative education and resources to help prevent, recognize, and react responsibly to child sexual abuse. They want to advocate to ensure the rights, interests, needs, and viewpoints of vulnerable children and adolescents who have been affected by child sexual abuse and are respected and protected. So type !info in chat for more information about Little Warriors, or you can visit littlewarriors.ca. Do I have a little bit more time?
Yeah,
You
absolutely.
have about 30 more seconds. Go for it.
All right, everyone, just want to make sure everybody is. We're $15. We're $15 away from the upgrade to all carrots incentive. Please send that in before the end of this one. Thank you.
Please.
Snobia, please. Snobia,
Upgrade
please.
that
Snobia,
run.
Snobia, please. Stop it. Stop it. Don't. No, this is mean. This is rude. I jumped away from you. That's not allowed.
Aww. The opposite of phalanx.
Exact opposite of phalanx. It is so
Zenobia.
easy to get destroyed by Zenobia.
A warmonger.
I'm currently in my brain trying to remember how to do Argus launch backwards. 'Cause it's about to start.
Good luck.
Right leg. Right leg.
I am so sorry for screaming and cutting you off, Peebs. I did not mean to do that.
I think you did.
That was a guttural reaction, I promise. It was not intended.
Well, to make it up to me, I'll sing and ask everyone to donate so we can help little
Yo,
warriors.
First time launch.
What?
Can I
Actually,
get
I'm
the
not
hand, though?
surprised. I'm not surprised with how your run's been so far.
You got first try launch. Ah, rude!
Can I get the hand though? That's the question.
Oh, you didn't do hand first.
Oh no, I never do hand first because I'm terrible at that.
I see.
What about hook, car door?
Nope, I did not get the hand. I'm switching to intended.
Oh, nice.
Yes! Please!
So when I say I'm switching to intended, what that means is I'm going to start doing it the way the fight is intended. Normally you have to have Argus do all these specific actions so you can climb up the sides of the arena and then have Argus hit one of the bridges that goes over the top of it. So I'm starting all of that. Normally that's how you get up onto the head, other than launching like we do in the speedrun. Since I wasn't able to drop down and kill the sigil that's inside that sword hand, I now have to get him to hit one of the bridges in order to activate this weak point that's on his arm. And that will allow me to have him drop the sword and I can get to the hand easier. I'll go for a swag strat of trying to shoot the sigil, but you hardly have any time to do that.
Meanwhile,
Soulmass
Nyx is
just flexing at this.
yeah.
Do what?
Zenobia's just been playing hide and seek with you.
Oh, I know. Zenobia's just been mean. Did anybody else see me like glitch through the platform and I was like holding on upside down and Wander was like falling upwards? Because that is the thing that just happened to me and I'm like, what's going on?
Alright,
I love this game.
Argus
love
turned
this
the
game
opposite
too,
direction,
but-
so I can't get the shot on the arm I wanted to do. Well, I might be able to, actually. We'll see. It depends on the animation. Oh, he's swinging. It doesn't matter.
I mean, hey, you know, at least we're getting to see the two different sides of this, this run. You either have, you know, everything goes right, or everything goes wrong.
Hashtag marathon luck.
Exactly.
Okay, now I just don't want to fall off again. At least until I've hit this sigil on the arm. The minor
Got
sigil.
this.
The Soul Pachito.
And once Soulmass has beaten Argus, they're gonna be on their way to the last Colossus. I'm gonna be on my way to Argus more than likely, unless I manage to get to Argus before they finish. But that is probably gonna be one of our longest periods of travel time, so if we've got like a bunch of donations that are stacked up, that would be a great time for them.
So,
I have never seen that animation before. That was
What?
interesting.
The way you popped off.
Yeah.
Oh man, y'all are giving us so much entertainment today.
I
I'm-
know.
I'm happy it's entertaining for y'all. Listen, as much as I love this game, I'm definitely going to be taking a break from it speedrunning wise, because I've put so much time into this game recently. And I'm going to learn a new speedrun, one that doesn't make me incredibly angry like Solar Ash did.
Journey.
Journey's a great game.
Journey is on my list, but I want to play it casually first.
Oh yeah, sure, yes.
But Journey is on my list of ones that I want to learn. I think the next one I'm going to learn is going to be Death's Door.
Oh gosh, that's such a lovely game. It's got
Hammer,
such a
why?
good soundtrack.
Hammer, what are you doing?
Soulmass.
Oh no. Oh.
Maybe I'll take up Sancho's toy, do death,
Oh,
make
you
that
know?
my category.
It's fun.
I don't think I can. I think I would get too angry with it. I'd be like, no, please, no. I don't want it.
All right, Argus is down for me. Peebs, I'm gonna need to get a final count on pets.
Final pets! You are all caught up. We are all caught up on pets.
You have a little bit more time, just slightly, so if you want to get some in, you have like 2 minutes while I ride to Malice.
And in those 2 minutes, let me welcome in the Raiders. Welcome in, Raiders! Prevent-A-Thon 3, we are raising money for Little Warriors. It is a national charitable organization focused on the awareness, prevention, and treatment of child sexual abuse. They also advocate on behalf of and with child sexual abuse survivors. You can find out more information on them at littlewarriors.ca.
So yeah, I still have aggro with me for a little bit here. So we've got maybe a minute or so to get some donations in. Remember to select Pet the Horse incentives. You've got about 1 more minute.
You've got about 1 more minute for that. And
Yeah.
also, I want to remind everyone that we are still $15 away from upgrading the Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater category from any percent to kissing all of the Carotans. Remember, you only have until the start of Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater to get those donations in. We only need $15 more to hit that incentive goal.
I do want to point out, while Soulmass is on the way to Malice, I want to put out a content warning for animal harm that is going to happen. We don't have the ability to skip the cutscene, sadly. So just be aware that that is something that you will see. The horse is okay, I promise.
Yes, the horse is fine, but
She is okay, but it can be a little disturbing to watch, so I want to put that out there.
Thank you so much for that content warning. And I also want to thank Oz for getting us to our $60 goal. Oz has donated $15 to upgrade all Carotans.
let's go.
Hooray!
So now, instead of an hour 25-minute estimate, we have prolonged the marathon. We are going to have extra time in this marathon because now we have to go kiss all the froggies in Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater European Extreme. Thank you so much for helping us hit that goal, raising money for Little Warriors. Yeah, can we get some dance emotes in chat, please?
Yes.
Yeah, let's go.
Whoa, I didn't mean to end up here.
That was amazing.
I don't know if I'm in the right positioning. No, I'm not.
That threw everything off.
It's like, I don't know where I am. I don't know how to do
You
it.
got hand. You got hand first too.
I know, I already got hand, but I don't want to do intended.
All right, I'm shutting down the pet incentive now. Did we get any more pets while the incentive was still open?
No, we did not get any more pets. You're free to blow kisses at your leisure, but unfortunately we did not get any more pets in there.
What was the final total?
I have a little bit of time if we want to keep the incentive itself still open. So I would still have a little bit of time to get some pets in if we want to keep it open.
It has just been closed.
Ah,
Yeah, it's
You
good.
were too late.
I'm sorry. How dare I?
But you in chat are not too late to donate. We are still rocking and rolling on this marathon. through tomorrow. There's still an extra day. You can keep those donations coming in.
Argent, why?
What is that?
Argus, you are rude and uncouth.
Argus just started stomping at the beginning instead of doing.
Instantly.
That was so weird.
You are rude.
Yeah, I did say
and
that this
uncouth.
Colossus is why I don't speedrun this game, right?
All right,
Argus makes me angry.
the horse moment's coming. So if you want to look away from the screen for a little bit until this cutscene ends, it's happening right now for me.
I'm sorry I don't have my slide whistle with me today to make it a little bit lighter in tone.
I mean, we can always yell Pablo like we normally do.
Pablo.
Pablo.
Wait, who's Pablo?
Pablo.
It's just a little inside joke that we have within the speedrun community. We just call Agro Pablo during that fall. Kind of lightens the mood a little bit. We just Pablo.
All right, since I'm in the lead, I've got my aviator sunglasses on.
Why am I on the wrong leg? Why am I on the wrong leg? And why are you walking so aggressively? And Wander, what's wrong with you? And what's happening? And I hate this soup knife.
So, if you haven't caught on, Wander is the villain of this game.
Sorry.
Wander's terrible and destroying all these innocent creatures. So I figured I'd be terrible, and I threw on some aviator sunglasses, so now I'm very bad as well. I got myself into the mood.
I didn't even see you do that. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah, Wander is indeed the villain.
I have turned into the Terminator, essentially.
Come on, Argus. I'm not wasting any more time on you. I don't know what happened to launch, but apparently I can't do it properly because you're a turd. I'm gonna shoot you in the nose simply because you're a turd.
Could there be anything worse than a tiny arrow up the nostril?
Could there be?
I mean, I was saying that rhetorically. Please don't go. Please don't prove me wrong.
Two tiny arrows up the nose.
There you go, one up each. Oh, you're right. Oh, wow. Well said.
All right, I'm gonna give one attempt here, I think, to what we like to call PDO path, named after one of our friends, but it was actually a pathing found before PDO started playing.
Oh, shots fired.
So I'm gonna path this Colossus in such a way so that hopefully I can stay above ground and not going down in these trenches. Nope, didn't get it. It's okay. I'll just do the trenches.
It's a very cool path when you get it.
It is.
Very action movie.
Mm-hmm.
It feels very much like the Matrix, like you're just like dodging the bullets, like whoa. It is very good.
I'll show off some of how it works because Nyx has a strategy of doing the second trench using the path.
Yep. I do about the first third, the middle section is all done intended, and then the last third is done with the pathing.
Yeah, Nyx showed me that backup strat, and I like to use it now.
That's cool. I'm interested to see this.
Yeah. I'll be able to walk us through it whenever I get there. Argus just destroyed the bridge, and I've already gotten the hand, so it should just be 3 stabs to the head, and I should be home free. What? If you don't almost fall, excuse me, Wander.
My heart
That
skipped
was
a beat there.
So did mine.
Jump and grab, please. Oh, I did not do that right. It's okay.
Okay, alright.
Second try.
Argus, I understand. I'm not gonna try and jump stab on you. You put me in my place, I understand. And I put you in yours. Aha. Okay, Argus is down.
Malice is doing his best to help you right now, Nyx.
Third try.
Yes, Malice, help me. Help me, please.
Go, Todd, go. Go, Todd,
Go, Todd, go!
Oh, that's clever.
We have so many inside jokes with this game, and a lot of them aren't even like
fell down again.
specific to the community of the game. It's literally just like friends within like Ruby's group. Like, and all of those like overlapping communities.
Yes, we sometimes refer to Malice as Todd.
Yep.
Howard?
When I look at Malice, I think of those the toddler toys. You know, those donuts that stack up that are colorful and
Oh,
get
that's
smaller
so
and smaller.
good. That's
Rack
so
a
good.
stack or whatever they're called.
The actual origin behind Todd is that a friend of a few of ours, he is used to be a Phasmophobia speedrunner. He was watching another friend of ours play this game and was in their chat just chit-chatting and called Malice Todd, and it's just kind of stuck ever since. Because he didn't know the name of the Colossus, he just called him Todd. It's just what we call him.
Alright, I am finishing up the climb. What I'm going to do here with Malice is I'm going to shoot the arm from down here to get him to lower his arm. And this skips a whole lot of the fight as far as shooting minor sigils and crawling around on the arms. We skip all of that by doing this. We're going to get straight up onto the head right this way.
Quite an epic final fight to
absolutely.
the speed run for this.
To this fantastic mirrored race.
Woo! Despite all the memes, we ended up being pretty close to each other in time, so I'm honestly proud of that.
I mean, I'd say you'd be neck and neck if it wasn't for Celosia being just the worst.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You mean Zenobia?
Dr. Teeth, whichever one's the
Dr. T. Pelagia?
Pelagia. Yeah, your Pelagia was just such a troll.
Alright, I've
I mean,
got Todd
Zenobia was
down.
also a troll.
So for the speedrun, we're not actually done yet. There's a little bit more game where there's a cutscene that's going to play out, and then we're going to take control of Dorman. And we have to wait for the dudes to run out of the room before we get control of Wandered again. Time normally for the speedrun, RTA ends when you jump into the blue pool of light. So we just got to essentially wait for that chance to do that at this point. It's a little bit of RNG for this part. They leave you alone just whenever they feel like leaving you alone.
Yeah.
And then they all run away.
They're a little mean. Alright. The
trying to
horse
get the
scene is also coming up for me as well, so if you need to take a minute or two away from the screen, totally understand.
I'm currently looking through Dorman's face.
Smiley Dorman! We love him! He's the best. We love Smiley Dorman. Right, come on.
Should also just talk about how great of a job did with this remake.
Oh, absolutely.
Because it is gorgeous.
It is. It is so beautiful. If you have a PlayStation 4 or 5, I highly recommend getting the remake of this game, the 2018 PS4 remake, and playing it. It is absolutely gorgeous. We skip over a lot of what happens in the game, and a lot of the music too. Like, I plan on getting a record player at some point in my life, and said record player is absolutely going to have the entire
That's
Shadow
time
of the
for me.
Colossus soundtrack on vinyl.
I got time.
Congrats.
GG, Soulmass. Great run.
Thank you, thank you.
I won't be too far behind you.
Where are you at?
Just Pablo. Pablo, just Pablo.
Pablo!
Pablo!
I'm gonna attempt to play a little bit of victory music here.
Ooh,
Please
nice.
tell me it's on a kazoo. I would love to hear the final countdown just like on kazoo right now. That'd be great.
I don't know if that picked up.
Oh, no, I didn't hear anything. Here, I got you. Oh, it's an automaton. No, nothing's coming through.
Maybe
Yeah,
get away
noise
from the
gates.
mic.
It noise gates.
Oh, I heard it.
It came in for a split second, a little
Ever
bit.
so slightly.
It's so loud.
What's hilarious about that was when I heard just like the one little second, I thought it was Peebs, and I was just like, oh, okay. That Peebs was just making little sounds, and I was like, you know what? It works.
I tried.
We'll do with the uke, maybe?
Yeah. Do it to you.
I actually really love the vibe of Final Countdown coming through ukulele. Like, it sounds so nice.
What a gorgeous game.
Yes.
Yes, absolutely. And you'll
Again,
get
we
to
promise-
see
we
some
promise
of
the
the
horse is
cutscenes.
okay.
Yeah, you'll get to see some of the cutscenes with Soulmass218 credits while I'm finishing this up. Sadly, you won't be able to hear the music because I think it's my game audio that's being captured, if I'm remembering correctly.
I believe so.
Yeah, so you won't be able to hear the beautiful music of the credits, but honestly, I highly recommend just looking up the Shadow of the Colossus credits and like listening to the music because it's gorgeous.
Play the game. Eat it yourself. Watch it.
Play the game. Just play the game. Just do it.
Just do
It's
it.
so good. All of
Yeah.
those things that I recommended can be achieved by just, playing the game.
Yeah, then you can pet the horse yourself, give him Werthers yourself.
You can do an augerless speed run yourself.
No. No. Listen, I will never do that.
Alright. I believe in you, Nyx. You got this.
Thank you. Okay, alright, alright. Let's go. Alright, cool.
Ooh, good jump.
Thank you.
We'll let Nyx explain the strat.
So essentially, it's the same principle as our normal PDO path. It's just that that specific area you can, if you hold your jump long enough. How dare you? That was so rude. Todd, please. Okay.
Oh, good save.
Thank you. But essentially, that ledge lines up well enough to where you can just barely jump up to it, and his feet will kind of start to go through the bottom of it, but the geometry will basically reset it and put him on top of it. And because of the way that Malice is programmed, he's actually supposed to shoot just at your feet, but because he's expecting you to be down in those pits rather than on top of them, it basically gives you these like little bits of immunity, and it's great. So the way we would normally do PDO path is basically relying on that immunity throughout the whole thing, but it's very, very tight timing. So what I do is I do the beginning of PDO path, and then I go into the trenches where I can get through, like I won't be able to get through it with PDO path, and then I just basically put myself back on PDO path.
Yeah, it looked cool. I'd never seen that before.
Yeah, honestly, I think PDO is the one who taught me that you could do that. Why am I struggling with this arrow so much?
Maybe you're struggling.
It
with
wants more
mirror mode.
marathon.
That
said
armpit is
ketchup.
tricky. That armpit
Giving
is
more
tricky.
time to donate.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
I need to stab your hand so you can even out. Level out, please. Thank you. Cool. Alright. This might not be a plant, but I think it is. It is.
I love when you get to see its silhouette in the lightning. It's so cool.
This is genuinely, like, it is such a gorgeous fight, and I'm sad that we have to skip over a lot of the cutscenes, because this game is just genuinely gorgeous.
Yeah, once again, we gotta recommend that if you haven't played this game before, absolutely play it casually. The speedrun is fun to do as well, but definitely play the game casually.
Yeah, and you really didn't spoil many of the puzzles at all.
No, we skipped a lot of the puzzles, so when you're going through it casually, you're not gonna know how to beat these Colossi. You'll have to figure it out yourself.
I remember, I told my best friend, I was like, hey, you should totally play this game. And she got to Barba, and instantly she was trying to jump onto the hand. And I was like, you're trying to do a speedrun strat right now. Don't do that.
Because if you get it, I'll cry.
No, it wasn't even that. It was just, I know you're gonna be so confused as to what you're supposed to be doing here, so don't try it,
Right.
because you're just gonna get mad at yourself. Alright, and we are just waiting for them to leave. Once again, it's an RNG kind of thing. And then we'll be hitting time pretty soon, once I hit that blue pool. Smiley Dorman.
Miley Dorman.
Smiley Dorman!
Fun fact,
Hello?
I have never played this game casually. I have only speedrun.
What?
Poorly, but
Did you just shoot an arrow through my smiley face? That was rude. Oh,
I
also,
only
fun
played
fact,
this. I only played this casually twice. Back when it first came out on PS2, and then the remake once casually. I've only ever speedrun it otherwise.
Fun fact about this section, this is the only section where you play with tank controls. And if you pay attention to the Colossi and their movement patterns, they are also on tank controls. So this section is essentially putting you in the eyes of the Colossi. Usually you're supposed to try and fight, the people as they're, like, running away from you, but obviously that takes more time. It makes them attack you more. But usually you're supposed to fight them, and it kind of shows you, like, yeah, they're really fast because you're massive right now. And you have to move slower. Alright, come on, Lover.
Oh, that's a nice
come
string.
On, come on, Buttertoes. And time.
GG's.
GG's.
We actually ended up underestimate.
You did, yeah.
But yeah, that is the end of this. We won't have IGT until after we get through credits, but I know that we have another run after us, so I wouldn't want to hold us up, especially after all of the technical issues. But yeah, that was Shadow of the Colossus Any Percent Mirrored normal race with me and Soulmass.
Do you have any shout outs, any final words before we head back to intermission?
Do you have anything, Soulmass? I don't want to just jump into my stuff.
I just want to thank Sancho and Zell for joining us today, and shout out to the Team Eco Speedrun Discord. If you're interested in running this, Eco, or The Last Guardian, join the Team Eco Speedrun Discord. We're all in it, obviously, and we're such a welcoming group. We're going to teach you how to play whatever level of skill you're at. We love teaching people to play these games, so come join us.
I wholeheartedly agree on the Team Eco Speedruns Discord. But also, go check out Soulmass and myself if you're interested. I think that Soulmass is a heckin' good meme, and I think that I'm heckin' good sometimes. So, come check us out. Our usernames are currently on screen. It's just twitch.tv/TitanessNyx or Soulmass218. You should come check us out. And maybe come do speedruns and stuff with us. And also, stick around for more Prevent-A-Thon, because this is great, and I'm so happy that I got to be here. And thank you so much to Prevent-A-Thon for allowing me and Soulmass to come on and do the second thing with y'all. Peeps.
Thank you all oh so very much. Thank you to TitanessNyx and thank you to Soulmass218 for that fantastic Shadow of the Colossus mirrored race. That was breathtaking. I mean, no matter how many times I see a speedrun of Shadow of the Colossus, it takes my breath away. It's so beautiful. Coming up next, we have Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater HD Edition, any percent at European Extreme by Nick RP Green. But actually, we have upgraded it to all Karatans. That's right. All Karatans. And you know what else is right? That's it for me, SweetPeebs. I have had a wonderful time hosting for you this evening. But up next, we have Alara taking you home this evening. So stick around.